All right, guys. So if you didn't know, well, now you know. The U.S. men's national team is a disaster this summer, and things will probably only get worse because we have the Gold Cup coming up. All right, guys. Before we even get started, don't forget to hit the like button if you are a U.S. men's national team fan. Those of you who are left, don't forget to subscribe for the same reason, and let's get started. All right, guys. So the U.S. men's national team, my national team, our national team, at least us who live here in the U.S., they've not been good for a little bit, for most of this year. They've not been good. This team is going to start the Gold Cup in a few days, on Sunday actually. I'll be there. They're going to start the Gold Cup, and it's not looking good, honestly. The U.S. just came from losing 2 friendlies against good teams. Definitely not bad teams. These are not teams that I expected for the U.S. to roll over, especially with an alternate squad, basically, which is what they're bringing. First one being Turkey, which they lost 2-1, conceded 2 goals in like a span of like 10 minutes, and then ended up losing 2-1 after being up 1-0. And then against Switzerland, who they lost 4-0. All goals in the first half, and honestly, Switzerland took their foot off the gas because it could have probably been worse, guys. They were severely outclassed by the Swiss. But yeah, they took mercy on us, so it ended up being a little less scandalous than it probably would have. But yeah, guys, not good results. Like I said, these are good teams. I didn't expect us to run over them, but I expected at least a little bit more of a fight. But if something has been clear to me in these past 2 games, is that this team just does not have the quality. There are a lot of players missing, mostly guys that would be starters, to be honest. And then some guys that would probably be coming off the bench. So they're missing quite a bit of players. So it's an ugly roster, guys. We just don't have the players. And then in this Gold Cup, there's going to be a Canadian team that's pretty good, a Mexican team that is still not very good, but will probably beat the U.S. if it comes down to a final. Yeah, it's going to be a hard summer, guys, honestly, because I cannot see this team winning the Gold Cup. This team is just going to be a disaster. And honestly, Pochettino has a lot to blame. This is a guy that I really thought was going to take this team, maybe not to a level where the U.S. is over here competing to win the freaking World Cup, in the semis. But I expected the team to look better. I expected at least, bare minimum player selection to be at least better than Greg Berhalter, which, to be fair, he got better at it towards the end. But I expected at least that, just to be a little more decent, just for the team to look slightly better. And if anything, the team has regressed, which I feel like is something I've said on here before. It's probably not news to most of you watching, but the team has regressed. And now the summer before the World Cup, in the last official tournament before the World Cup, we are not going to see most of our 18 players. Some players are gone because of the Club World Cup. So Juventus guys are missing. McKennie, Weah, they're missing. There's other guys that are injured, like apparently Anthony Robinson is injured. And then there's guys like Pulisic who did not want to show up. And actually, I just saw that Pulisic actually was down to play the 2 friendlies against Turkey and Switzerland. But Pochettino was like, you know what, either you're with us or not. So Pulisic was like, all right, fine, I don't want to play the Gold Cup, so I will not play these friendlies because I don't want to commit, because I don't want to be here outside of the friendlies, which is a little strange. I mean, I understand the fact that, he's always been a player that's gotten injured at least once a season. Maybe he doesn't feel like his body's up to it. I don't know if maybe they could have worked out an agreement where he didn't play a lot during the group stage of the Gold Cup or something like that. Maybe come off the bench a lot. I know even if you're doing that, I know you still have to put in the work day in and day out in training. I know you still have to be at tip-top shape, but maybe an agreement like that, or Pochettino could just be like, you know what, yeah, let's have you play in the friendlies, and then you leave. But that didn't happen, I guess. So Pulisic came out and defended himself. Make of that what you will. I think Pochettino should have probably let him come in. Maybe he wants to send a message that either you're committed or you're not. But the problem is that the guys that are here, that are very committed, they want to make a mark, they're just not good enough, guys. A lot of these guys from, I watch a lot of Major League Soccer, but some of these guys, even before they got these call-ups, I knew that they were not quality enough to be in a national team setting, at least not for the U.S. They're just not good players, guys. I'm tired of naming guys because I've done this already, and everyone else on YouTube has done it already. It's tiring, guys. Like I said, you expect it from Pochettino, bare minimum, to at least have decent roster selection, and so far it has been pretty fucking shit because we still have guys like Miles Robinson and Brian White in the squad, which is kind of crazy that we have those guys. Those guys are just not quality. It's ugly, guys. Like I said, I cannot see the U.S. winning the Gold Cup this summer, and it was their last chance of competitive games to get most of this team together and be able to build some kind of chemistry, some kind of culture in the team, and that is not going to happen. And honestly, I am not hopeful about the World Cup. It's honestly, like I've said before, you guys should, hopefully you're not doing a drinking game of how many times I say ugly, but it is looking ugly. It's not looking nice, guys. And honestly, I think that if Pochettino just crashes and burns in this Gold Cup, I think he should probably get the sack, guys. I think he should be fired because this is not working. It seems like the guy does not give a shit. He doesn't bother to recruit dual nationals. He doesn't bother to go visit some of the players he should probably be looking at. He seems to be doing like side quests at this point, guys. He's playing GTA, but he's not completing the main story. He's just going on bank heists. He's not putting in the work that he should have. He looks like he's disinterested. His team plays like they're disinterested. It's just not good, guys. This Pochettino this is an imposter. He's a decent coach. He's a good manager. He's done good things at Southampton and Spurs, but this guy that we got, he just does not give a shit. And I know I've seen people call for Greg Berhalter to be back. I don't know if that's a solution, guys, but at this point, we're not getting any better. So who knows? Who knows who we would bring in if we let Pochettino go? But I mean, hopefully it'd be someone that could kick these guys in the ass, like make this team want to play harder. Because sometimes it feels like they don't care, and they probably do care, but it doesn't feel like it. Because you could say you care, but words are words. Actions is where we see what you're really made of. If you really mean it, if you really care. So let's see if even these guys in this BEC team could do something in this Gold Cup. Hopefully we don't have to face Panama because we know how that's going to go, because Panama is apparently the U.S.'s daddy now, at least in soccer and football. So hopefully we don't have to play them. Hopefully we get to skip them. But yeah, guys, it's going to be ugly. I don't think the U.S. will win the Gold Cup. I just cannot see it. It's a shame because I was excited about this tournament. Like I said, I've mentioned before, I bought tickets to the opening match for the U.S. because I was like, all right, the boys are going to come and do their thing, but most of those boys aren't even here. There's almost no one from the A team except Adams, Johnny Cardoso, who's been awful in these last couple of games, Chris Richards. That's about it. Not even Dest is here. So, and Turner, I guess he's an A squad guy by default because we have no better goalkeepers than him. Yeah, it's ugly, guys. Once again, it's ugly. So let me know down in the comments what you think. Let me know if you think we'll win the Gold Cup. Like I said, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Y'all take care and have a good one.